The empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
There we go. I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Starting left here. Starting left here.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run. This is Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. This is Cohen on the toss. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
76.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. He's got it with the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
17.
On 1st down, gone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. On 1st down, Newton. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Newton. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They give him a gain of 38.
And there's our first glimpse of Antonio Brown in this game, and he's a guy that's a threat each and every time the ball heads in his direction, coming off the 2nd year where he led the league in receiving yards in 2017.
Yeah, 1,533, just turned 30 back in July, and no signs of this man stopping. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start things on first with Troy Cohen. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
A shotgun snap for gone. Flush to his right. That is caught by Cohen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Out of the gun, gone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, 12, go. Now you want.
Goff on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now you want.
Play action. It's gone. That's caught. It's the rookie Traquan Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
On first down, it's gone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, lift! Lift! Lift!
To throw on second down is gone. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
76. Tell him. 76. 76. Value 3. Value 3.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Maverick, Maverick. Two. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go.
Goff now to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have the football and will take over at the 20. Four-yard line.
Two for 66. Value 3. Value 3.
After the interception, here's Goff. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Hey, get right down. Get right down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week onto a really good.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. It's caught. This is White. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Dancing to his left, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Newton throwing again. It fights him off. Steps away to his left. Now he's flushed out left. He can run for it, and he will. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A final shot before the break. Newton. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Do something. Hey! Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. Going up top. And got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll toss it to Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They will run again with Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Come on now. Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there. Hey, hey.
Here's Coleman. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Hey, get right there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he spins away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Tiger. 12. Go, Salah. At 20.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They are going for it. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Coleman, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Henry Anderson able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. It's caught, Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he finds Julius Thomas. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it?
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Gun. Hey, get right down.
Here's Newton now on second down. It's complete to Brown, right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and he's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. play action. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. He's to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Hey, get right down.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Great. Hey.
It's Coleman here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Al, we go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
17.
From his goal line here, Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13.